is that?
That means that the team wearing red is going to lose.
Oh, that's a tease for our picks.
Both teams wear red.
Yes. Later in the show, Nate Burleson is back. We've got Peter Schrager and Nate Burleson on Good Morning Football and Kyle Brandt.
Hello.
So let's get to it, guys. We're brought to you by Dodge.
Okay.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Let's do it. Let's get a little lead block.
Let's do it.
Lead block.
Lead block.
Hey.
For the lead block.
Lead block. Lead block.
Let's do it. In the conference championships this weekend, there's a bit of an age gap in some of the top matchups on the field and off, of course. So let's run through some scenarios that could happen on Sunday, shall we?
Yeah.
So what's the scenario?
Yeah. You guys tell me if you'd prefer youth or experience. So let's say it's 3rd and 15. You've got to complete a pass to a wide receiver for the first down. Would you target the youthful cat, Tyreek Hill, cat, cheetah, get it?
Yeah.
Or the experienced, grizzled Julian Edelman?
I'm going to go with 2018 season, and now we're in 2019, and I don't think it would be fair to Tyreek Hill to say anyone in the NFL other than him. Tyreek Hill, in a big spot, has made the play time and time again. 4th and 9 against the Ravens. They had to have this situation where it was the season on the line because if you don't win, the Chargers likely get the first seed in the AFC. And on 4th and 9, Patrick Mahomes comes out, rolls all the way to the right, and he does this because who's he looking for in the clutchest of moments? He's looking for the best center fielder in all of football, and that's Tyreek Hill. And if it was a one-time deal, I'd say, okay, that's just a one-time play. But don't forget the first time they played the Patriots. Gostkowski comes down, kicks a field goal, 4 minutes left. The Patriots are up 7, and everyone says, all right, here's the big Patrick Mahomes moment. Is he going to be able to get it done? Let's see what he can do. And in one play, he hits the greatest playmaker in all of football this season, Tyreek Hill, and they tie the game in a flash. I think the Mahomes-Tyreek Hill connection has been as good as Brees to Thomas, as good as Brady to Edelman, and on 3rd and 15, I would want no better combo than these two guys linking up in a big spot. I think they will get it done if they have to.
You said it's disrespectful to Tyreek Hill to say anybody else but him? That's disrespectful to Julian, man. It's like kicking him in the family jewels. And speaking of jewels, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Julian Edelman. Do we not remember the catches? Time after time, again, the clutch moment after clutch moment. Let's just go to the Super Bowl catch. One of the greatest catches I've ever seen. Tom Brady and Julian Edelman, this is Gary Payton and Sean Kemp on the fast break. This is one of the best duos across all sports. Check out this catch right here, the Julian
might
juggle.
hit the ground? No?
You're hoping it does. And Schrager, if you're counting at home, those are multiple individuals guarding one guy. We have 2 dudes, and the third one comes in the picture. You know who comes down with the ball? Julian Edelman, the guy who is 2nd in postseason catches next to who?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice! And you're saying it's disrespectful to Tyreek Hill? No, it's disrespectful to Julian Edelman. Pick anybody but him because in the postseason, if you're throwing the ball to him, he will come down with it. I'm going with Julian Edelman.
I'll be quick. Not only would I take Edelman over Tyreek Hill, it's a playoff game, right? It's big time. I would take Julian Edelman over Randy Moss, over Chris Carter, over Marvin Harrison, over anybody not named Jerry Rice. I kind of floated this out yesterday. I got accused of hot taking. I 100% believe it.
Really?
It's not about ability or fame or Hall of Fame. It is on 3rd down in the playoffs. If Brady's on the field, I want Edelman over anybody but Jerry Rice. That is the most clutch player of my adult life. I will go with Edelman.
In this game, who do you think has a better game, though? Let's not talk about in that one situation. Who do you guys think will come out on top? Julian has a better game?
They're such different players. Tyreek is the big hill, like magic man for 80 yards. And
different
Edelman,
game plans, too.
Edelman's like 10 catches, 88 yards.
So consider the weather, consider everything. Who you got?
I don't see how the Patriots stop Tyreek. I really don't. I just don't think they have the horsepower. I don't think anybody does.
Let's imagine now it's the 4th quarter and you need one clutch pass. Just one, you guys. Would you want the 23-year-old Patrick Mahomes or 41-year-old vet with the hardware in Tom Brady?
I'm going Tom Brady.
Don't disrespect anyone, Nate.
Don't disrespect.
Don't disrespect.
Be very careful.
I love everything about Pat Mahomes. I love the arm strength. I love the no looks. I love all the different things that makes us give you the Macaulay Culkin face. But for me, it's the fact that Tom Brady has some of the most precise passes ever thrown. I'm talking about pure ball placement. So that's why I'm going with Tom, because it's not about how long you can throw the ball. It's not even about if you can throw it with your left hand while you're under duress. It's about ball placement, because oftentimes as we get deeper into the playoffs, closer to the Super Bowl, guys aren't going to be that open. You're going to have to throw guys open. And if you can put your wide receiver in a position where he's wide open, of course he's going to hit him like this. But if your receiver isn't open, Tom's going to throw you open, like we're seeing right here. So for me, it is Tom Brady, because whether a guy is screening wide open because the play was perfectly ran, or your guy's being perfectly defended by a DB, Tom Brady's going to get the ball to where it needs to be.
You know, with the exception of maybe his father, Pat, and his mother, like, I don't know if there's anyone who's a bigger Patrick Mahomes fan than me.
You might be bigger than them, Peter.
I might be bigger than them. But if you were to ask me in the fourth quarter who I'm taking to throw a pass in the history of the sport, it's going to be Tom Brady. Like, I can't play this role and do it authentically if I'm not going to say Brady. And he did it in the biggest of spots. Super Bowl 36 was the first time we saw him. And the Rams, they scored. Everyone says, okay, they're going to go to overtime. And John Madden even says, I'm surprised they're trying to even go out of the picks. And right away, Brady just leads them on this drive. They set up the Vinatieri field goal. And if that wasn't enough, you could fast forward 16 years.
Is that J.R. Redmond?
That is J.R. Redmond.
Turf right there they're playing on.
That is a Superdome.
Yeah.
That is where he's already been. You could go 16 years later, and Nate, you nailed it. I mean, I can watch this a million times. We know the Edelman catch, but how about the drive?
Oh, yeah.
The final drive to get them there, and then the two-point conversion. So, yeah, I love Mahomes, and Mahomes is my favorite player in the NFL this season. But I'd be an absolute clown if I came up here and I looked at the camera right in the eye and I said anyone but Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Peter, you're not afraid for a bold take. Your Nick Foles takes were incredible a couple weeks ago.
Nick Foles I'd rather have than him, actually.
The devil is in the details of this question. I paid very close attention to the question. It's 3rd and 15, all right? Let me tell you why I think that's significant. If it's 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, I'm going to go with Tom Brady. You have to also think about who's catching the pass. 3rd and 15 is a mile. That's a long, long pass. I'm actually going to go with Patrick Mahomes. Stronger arm, better target. As much as I just completely slurped Edelman, and I love Edelman.
In this situation, did you just really
I'm going to go Kelsey.
Kelsey's your guy.
Yeah, exactly. The vibe. I just drink it up. I go to Kelsey, and I go with the 3rd and 15. I'm getting loose here. It's a championship.
Third hour.
Come on. What's the first time?
On a
First show for
Friday.
you guys before? Mahomes to Kelsey. You know what?
Slurpees.
Just to
Big
show
goal.
it so
Big
much
goal.
right. Arctic Blast. It sounds like a
big goal.
Slurpee at 7-Eleven. I'm talking about the
That's
weather.
what you're
Pay
talking
attention to me. Mahomes to Kelsey. 3rd and
the plan?
15. That's it. Yeah, let's move on.
Good.
Let's move on. Let's say you need a two-point conversion to take the lead in this game. Who would you rather have calling the play, guys? Youthful, Sean McVay, experienced, Sean Payton.
Ooh.
Kyle?
I'm taking a standing A. Go
Kyle,
ahead. What do you
dare you
got?
talk again?
I'm going with Sean McVay.
Okay.
And it's not because of the play calling. It's not because of the ingenuity that he does have. Because I'm not sure if I could give McVay the edge over Peyton in that sense. It's because they have the edge when it comes to running back play. I'm going with Todd Gurley, two-point conversion, and he did it this year. So for me, it's the fact that when they get in this situation, you're giving it to the best back in football. There he is right there, getting in the end zone.
They gave it to C.J. Anderson last week, Nate.
It's week 2 versus the Cardinals.
best back in football.
Well, that's because they're resting Todd Gurley.
Is that what they're doing?
And Todd Gurley is going to have himself another game. Here we go. This is another one versus the Cardinals. Give it to Todd Gurley. He's going to get in. These are simple plays. This is like a guaranteed two-point conversion every time you get it. And he did it again week 8 versus the Packers. And he's catching out of the backfield right here. So for me, if you have Todd Gurley in the backfield, you have to respect him as a runner and as a pass catcher. So if you're going with that two-point conversion, you got to have the best back in football, and that's TG30.
Who's got the biggest heart, the biggest courage, and the biggest bravery in the big spot? Is it going to be McVay or is it going to be Peyton? And I think I've seen Sean Payton on the biggest of stages not only call an onside kick in the Super Bowl, but Sean Payton called a two-point conversion in the Super Bowl to put his team, to cut the lead there from against the Colts.
Talk about it.
Look at Lance Moore here, Super Bowl 44. This was a call at the time that was not conventional. It was a 5-point lead, and they said, no, let's go for 2. It was originally called short of the touchdown of the conversion. They actually reviewed it. It was Sean Payton in the biggest of spots, whether it be a 4th and 1 on his own 30, is going to call a fake punt with Taysom Hill, or whether it's a pass to Keith Kirkwood of all people on 4th and goal last week, or in the Super Bowl like you did here, calling onside kicks and calling two-point conversions to Lance Moore. I don't think Sean Payton even cares about context or what everyone else is going to say. I think Sean Payton is willing to do the two-point conversion when no one else would. I'm going to go with Sean Payton. Wild man.
And he came on our show and we did a segment called Lance Romance.
was
Incredible.
exactly
Lance Moore.
right.
There's no right or wrong answer in this. I've thought about it as you guys are talking. They're both right. My only factor I'd go to is a human factor maybe in that I think Payton has more to lose. What I mean? McVay, they lose this game, great season, you expected to lose. You're on the road, you're playing a superior opponent that's already beat you. I think maybe that may embolden him to even just empty out the bag even more. And we'll see. I don't know if nothing about Sean Payton says this would happen, but in the 4th quarter of a very tight game in the most important season of your career, do you clinch up a little bit?
Do you have it?
I don't think he will. I just think more to lose is more prone to maybe get conservative. So I'll go McVay by a hair.
Youth versus experience, just one of the many storylines going into Championship Sunday. Let's bring in Ian Rappaport at Rap Sheet, our NFL Network insider, to break down the health of these squads going into Sunday's action. How healthy are these teams going into this weekend? Let's start with the NFC. Todd Gurley, any issues?
No issues. Todd Gurley off the injury report. Very, very good sign. Remember, this is the same guy who, as a precaution, yes, but sat out the last couple games of the regular season, was on the injury report with inflammation in his knee, just kind of a nagging injury, really nothing structural, but clearly this slowed him down the stretch, actually took him off the field. No issues now. He is good to go officially off the injury report. On the other side, also good news for the Saints, specifically, Kay, their offensive line, that all-important offensive line. We know Tron Armstead has been dealing with a torn pec. He is off the report. He is good to go. A couple other key guys dealing with nagging injuries. Andres Pete has a hand. He practiced fully. Ryan Ramczyk and Max Unger, both those guys deal with nagging injuries. Both good to go for Sunday.
All right, Ian, what about that AFC title game? Eric Berry, will he be ready to go? I mean, I know you're a big, notorious, big fan. Will he have one more chance?
He may have more than one more chance. I'm not going to sing, Nate, but God, in my head, it's going right now. But as far as Eric Berry goes, he did practice fully this week, a very good sign that he is expected to play on Sunday. Remember, the Chiefs, kind of as a precaution, took him off the field last week, hoping they would get through the game, win, and maybe he would be able to play in the all-important AFC title game that is expected to happen. So the Chiefs should have their defensive leader. As far as the Patriots, Dietrich Wise, their pass rusher, had an ankle injury. No more. He's off the injury report. Gronk is good. Tom Brady is good. The Patriots are 100% locked in, healthy, and ready to go this Sunday.
Ooh, scary stuff. Both teams at full capacity. That Eric Berry story, I mean, we've had a lot of fun today, Papateco and lots of takes and fun, but Schrager outlined what it means for Eric Berry to be back for this team and what it potentially means for him to get to go back to his hometown and play in Atlanta, and it really got us all going here at the breakfast table. So huge for this to have Eric Berry back for the Chiefs. Thanks so much, Ian Rapp.